Good morning. It's the North Shark, and I am back again with another word. If you are around somebody and they are speaking negative around you, and then you notice those things start happening in your life, you are dealing with a word witch. Now, what is a word witch? A word witch is somebody who uses the power of their tongue, the power of their words to curse you. Balaam in the Bible was a word warlock. He was a word witch, and he was known. He also had the gift of prophecy, but he was also a diviner, and he was well known for being able to speak blessings and curses. People would pay him to do it. That's how powerful his words were. That's how powerful the power in his tongue was. So some of you don't realize that some of the stuff you going through is because you're around somebody that has power in their tongue, and they are using their words to speak curses over you. They are using their words to speak curses over your life. And so I'm here to let you know, you cannot let everybody speak over your life. You have to counter that. You got to use the power of your tongue, your words, to counteract that. So when you hear it, you got to come with the word of God. You got to counter that with the word of God. You got to counter that with the opposite. For instance, you might have plans to move, to get on your path, and you saying it to a friend, or somebody who you think is a friend, and the enemy can get in that person, or unbeknownst to you, the enemy is using that person to speak curses over your life. So you thinking, hey, you letting them know, hey, I'm thinking about moving. I think I'm gonna move away. And that person immediately counteracts it and says, no, I don't want you to move away. I think you should stay here. I don't want you to move away because for whatever reason. And then, lo and behold, you find yourself stuck. You find yourself not making the moves that you need to take. It's because you are dealing with a word witch. Somebody with the power in their tongue to stop you. That's just an example. But there are some people who God won't allow the curses to come, because the word also says a curse without a cause won't come. So if this person is trying to curse you and you ain't gave them a reason to curse you, you innocent. That's a curse without a cause. They don't have no reason to curse you because you ain't gave them no reason to curse you. You innocent. Your intentions been pure. And so in that circumstance, a curse without a cause won't come. Then there are some people who are just destined to be blessed, like Israel. And Balaam was hired to curse them. And even though Balaam took the money to curse them, when the time came down to do it, he couldn't do nothing but speak blessings. Because it's written that you can't curse who the Most High has blessed. So, I need you to be aware of one of the different kinds of witches. That there are different powers that they use. One of them I talked about in another video was You know, they will use sex magic. We can get into, I'll come back with another lesson on the beauty magic that they use to siphon your beauty from you. You know, they're energy harvesters. And then you have the word witches, word warlocks. And they use the power of their tongue to speak curses over your life. You gotta immediately be aware that when you hear that when you hear something that doesn't agree with the plans of God for your life, that doesn't agree with the visions that you have for your life, and that person is speaking against it, you are dealing with a word witch. Okay, so be aware of that. I pray to God that you be awakened to this today. Okay? And counter it with the word. You know, somebody trying to speak death over you or death over something that you're doing, counter it with the word of God. I shall not die but live and declare the works of the Lord. You know, somebody trying to speak death over your finances, counter it. Riches and wealth are in my house. You know, somebody trying to speak lack in your life, counter it. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I don't want for nothing. So, just be careful out there. Keep your ears open, because they will reveal themselves. They will reveal themselves to you every time. You know, that's part of the enemy's plan. He gonna show himself. And just like a snake, you know, a snake can't keep his tongue in his mouth for too long. So whatever is in them, that's what's gonna come out. If it's venom, that's what's in them. All right. So I love you. Have a great day today, because you are great. All right. This is the Narc Shark. I'll be back. Peace.